Mhm.
So a lot of folks involved have a direct connection. They're there for the cause, but they're there because they may have a child on the spectrum, or they may have a relative or someone that has been impacted by autism.
Mhm. Oh, well, I'm very excited to attend. It'll be my first time coming, and I can't wait. Um, so we're gonna wrap up in just a sec, but I wanted to ask, so because this is called the Living the Bella Vita podcast, what does living a beautiful life mean to you, and how are you inspired to live a beautiful life? What sorts of things do you feel are important to really feel like you're doing
I think the most important thing for me in terms of living a beautiful life are the friends and relationships that you cultivate. And I
that?
was reminded of that again when I was home in St. Louis, my hometown. I had friends come out to the alumni brunch who didn't go to the high school. I reconnected with folks I literally went to high school with decades ago.
Mhm.
I think about my relationships with my two daughters, my relationship with my son, my husband. I literally have a childhood friend. We met in uh, the end of third grade, going into fourth grade. To this day, we are besties. And we went to elementary school together from fourth grade. We then went to high school together. So as I was giving my speech, I was identifying all the powerful women that had graduated from our high school. And when I got to two women in particular, one is a dear friend of mine who's deceased. She was a very successful nephrologist and internal medicine doctor in St. Louis. She had gone to Washington University's undergraduate, Washington University Medical School. Her mother was an alcoholic, so she grew up in a very tumultuous family. Her family life was very tumultuous. But
Mhm.
despite that, she was able to, go to college, go to medical school. And as I was identifying her, and then I looked out into the audience and saw my little bestie from fourth grade, who's a very successful chemist in St. Louis. I just got choked up, and I just thought about how blessed I am that I have these relationships. So I've been really fortunate in life. I've
Yeah.
attended some great schools. I've accomplished some incredible things as people judge incredible things like, material things. And I don't want to be dismissive of them because, money matters and having money definitely helps. But for me, it's those relationships, and my life is made brighter, and I'm happier because I do have friendships and
Mhm.
relationships where I connect with people on a real deep level beyond the superficial. And it's very easy. Like, I'm a Midwesterner, so when I first got to LA, everybody that I came here with from law school, they were buying fancy cars and moving to the beach, and that was all very foreign to me. And I've had to make adjustments to living in LA and not being judgmental about LA, but it's very different from the Midwest.
Sure.
And it's really important to me that I've been able to remain true to myself, my home, and when I go home the, the biggest compliment you can say or give me is that, wow, Areva hasn't changed much, or Areva's so like Areva's always been.
Right.
Because when people do see you on television, or they see you in the news, or they see you on the cover of a magazine, they have an image of you that you're somehow this, arrogant, lofty,
Mhm.
non-approachable, unapproachable person. And that's just the complete opposite of who I am. And I don't want ever for people to feel like, I'm anything other than, we may be separated by, educational experiences, or, our income may be different, or our zip codes may be different, but I cherish people, and I don't cherish them because of what they have. I cherish them because who they are.
Amen. I love that. I agree. Um, sometimes people think that living a beautiful life means you surround yourself with beautiful things, but I think it's much more important to surround yourself with people who are beautiful on the inside, right?
It's
Because
the
they'll
same way.
bring
I
loving
think,
back.
yeah, I tell everyone this quick lesson about things. My mother, who was a collector of all things, she passed away about 15 years ago, and I had to go clean out her apartment.
Mm,
And after that experience, I told everyone I know, I said, please downsize your life as you're getting older because nobody wants your stuff. Like my mother had all this stuff, and it's like I had to eventually give a lot of it away to Goodwill and Salvation Army. I said, in life, we're taught in America like to accumulate all this stuff. But when you get sick and you die, it's just stuff.
Yeah.
So it is just stuff. So yeah, for me, surrounding myself with people, uh, those are the things that make a beautiful life for me. Stuff is gonna fade, and if you get sick and die, trust me, nobody wants or cares about your stuff. They just don't.
They do not. And
So,
yeah, it there's always that, idea that more is better, but I've definitely learned less is more, including the friends that you have. It's great to have your besties, and then you can have lots of people and hang out with, but there's the people that are like your crew, right? You can like totally have your tribe.
yeah.
So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for people to see this beautiful cover that
So
we've
excited.
got coming out, and your interview that's coming out in the Bella Vita magazine issue 3, which will be launching around June 15th. You can go and pre-order a copy. There'll be a link below, and tell people, quickly how they can follow you, where they can find you, how they can find out more information about Special Needs Network and all the amazing things you guys are doing.
Well, you can definitely follow Special Needs Network on all social media platforms at Special Needs Network. You can go to our website, snnla.org, learn about all of our programs. Many of them are free and many of them are virtual. So even if you don't live in California or the Los Angeles community, you can still access many of our programs online. We have a concierge program where we invite families in from all over the world if they want to come in for some intensive therapies at our center, if they want to attend our summer camp. So that's available for families no matter where you live. And you can follow me at Areva Martin on Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, TikTok. I love to engage with folks on social. I love social media. So you can always hit me up, drop a comment on some of the things I post about. I'd love to hear from you. And I can't wait to get the link because I want to share the link. We'll be sharing it obviously at the gala, encouraging people to pre order the magazine. I know you're going to have some promotional materials there, and I want to make sure that folks have that opportunity to do a pre-order.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a great issue. I'm very excited. So thank you again for being here. It was so lovely getting to know you even more. And thank you all for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye.